This was all about the pioneering and the enabling our people schemes to showcase basically the work that they've done over the last 20 weeks of their journey.
And it's kept you interested in the projects themselves, and having a range and variety of speakers from different areas has been really good.
And the next wave are here today to learn more about it, and it's just only going to get bigger.
Both ends, isn't it? Patients and staff.
I think it's engaging with everybody across the board.
I believe this is about building confidence.
It's the first time I've introduced the scheme to an audience that's both medical and non-medical.
I think they've put a huge amount of work in not only in terms of actually doing their project.
It's about our positive experience and our journey so far.
The amount of work that's gone in, because I only met with them about 2 weeks ago, and in that 2 weeks this is what they've produced to showcase.
They've been fabulous. Everybody's done a fantastic job and lots of new ideas.
Helping to improve how we manage manual handling training.
Today we're presenting about the frail elderly pilot, the idea of which is to reduce the number of frail elderly patients who become stranded in our hospital.
The presentation was around fracture neck of femur patients who need to be within theatre within 36 hours.
Today we're looking at a one-to-one care scheme for patients who have dementia, delirium and confusion.
I want you to raise your hands right up in the air, okay? Now I want you to put your hands by the side.
We want to be able to provide patients in ICU that become outliers in the recovery area. We want them to receive comparable care in the recovery area.
So we want people to look at their departments and see if there's some small things they can do to make it easier for clinical staff to get the information that they need quickly.
And it's the move from a paper-based patient system to a paper-light system.
Our project is about rehabbing to critical illness, and we're hoping to put across that we've completed the first wave of our project, which given 20 weeks was quite a hard task.
I'd like to have a conversation with people about how they find the delivery of manual handling training.
That behaviours are really, really important. They don't cost anything, but they have a massive impact on everybody.
All the hard work that's gone into developing the ambulatory care for surgery, it has been quite hard to get to a position where we can actually use it, but it's a very worthwhile service.
I think they're of a very high standard and they all interlink with each other. We can take on board from our perspective acute kidney injury, how we communicate with each other, and also ours are a lot of frail elderly with eye problems, so they're all interlinked with one another.
We've standardised paperwork, we've worked across Bay, which was a task in itself.
It's been very useful. We've got a big awareness in our two departments now of the issues that we've had and what we need to do to go forward.
Because it's so heavily involving ward managers and people on wards and staff on wards, we've not been able to hold the big conversations as other groups have been able to hold, so a lot of it's been interacting with people on wards and departments and sort of catching people when we can.
It's open to anybody and everybody, and it is about, I mean, it's great that we have had some people here today who haven't been to the big conversations.
It gave us the opportunity to speak to our staff, to speak to our patients and just have a think about how we could do things differently.
Multidisciplinary team working within the ICU and moving out onto the ward.
I think acute kidney injury right could get most of the care of acute cases or other acute medical problems right. And I think it's a way forward for the NHS.
We've managed to put in a
Single-use document that is used by both Lancaster and Furness for care pathway for the neck of femur.
The fact that they were asking for us to think of schemes, and certainly within my role understanding that we were inappropriately using security, this was a great board to be able to bring that to the forefront and highlight that issue.
When you actually talk to people about the reality of it, it's good to understand that maybe that actually doesn't work particularly well in practice, or it could be easier for people, and that's what we're trying to do through this scheme.
The hierarchy of the hospital now understand the pressures that we're under.
What I've also heard is people offering support to one another across teams, across hospitals. Fantastic.
I think we've identified a lot of quick wins.
The big issue that we thought we'd take back with us was to try and tackle this email culture.
And the support we've had from the Listening to Action team as well has been really useful. The workshops and drop-ins.
I think today's been a really good way of showing what it can achieve.
People want behaviours to change.
It's contagious and you can feel it.
It's not just the people that are here, it's being spoken about in the whole trust.
People get the idea that if you've got something you want to change, you can do it.
And it's fantastic to hear people whose scores are like approaching 80, 90% who want to go further. So that's exactly what we want.
Fab.